In our garden, I looked at the long rows of sour orange trees. Sour oranges were used for flavoring the food. The fruits were too tart to eat, but every Iranian dish tasted better, more complete with them. I chose the tallest sour orange tree, stood in front of it, and wished to be as strong as it was. I was growing up in Shiraz, belonging to a very conservative family. We lived in this family home with everyone there, and it was really the center of the family gatherings. It was fabulous. I mean, I had so much fun with my cousins running around the yard. But it had this other side, because my mother was married off as a child bride, sent to this city that she didn't know anyone. She was given to my father so she could do all this housework. Because my mother was an outsider, she was not paid the respect she deserved. My home was a very closed home. I was really rebellious. When one of my aunts saw me reading books, she went to my father complaining that I'm going to lose my good name. There was a lot of forcing women to do things, to conform. It was difficult. But I could talk to my Muslim friends. I liked my Muslim friends, and I saw life through their eyes. I had a good friend, Shohreh, whose family was very progressive, and she was listening to the Beatles, and she was going dancing, and she would smoke cigarettes. And the freedom she had was amazing to me. I learned a lot from my friends, because I had always this idea women were weak. There's this nomadic tribe outside Shiraz, the Qashqai tribe. And every time I went to the bazaar, God, these magnificent women with these gorgeous outfits, and they were riding horses, and they carried guns, and they did everything else. It was not just childbearing and cooking. I was amazed by it, that they could be so brave, they could be equal to men. I was just like, wow, the women can do that, not too far away from my house. My aunt was a great role model. She was accepted to medical school, but there was a huge argument at home. Should she go? Should she not go? Should she just get married? So finally, it was like the collective decision. Okay, I'll let her go. As a child, I really looked up to her. But at the same time, she did pay a price for that, because she was too educated to find a husband at her level. So she never got married. So here's my mom, who got married off because she didn't have anything, and my aunt, who managed to go to college, and everybody had respect for her, and she didn't get married. And here I am. My mother was unhappy, my aunts were unhappy, everybody was unhappy. I could not accept the old rules of have to get married, and then I didn't know the guy, and didn't want to know the guy. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't see myself being able to do that. Sour oranges were too tart to eat. I chose the tallest sour orange tree and wished to be as strong as it was. I wished to be like its fruit, adding flavor to life, yet tasting so pungent that no one would dare to bite into me.